Hey, welcome to another episode of Atkins Diet in the Kitchen. My name is, of course, Kent Ultima. And this week you have me instead of my kids in front of the camera. And I'm going to be making a very simple recipe for homemade mayonnaise. And you might be asking, why might I want to have homemade mayonnaise when commercial ones are readily available and all typically low carb? Well, most commercial mayonnaise often have some minuscule amount of sugar in them, and if you're trying to eat as clean as possible to eliminate all added sugars, you might choose to want to try to find one without added sugar, which is very difficult to do. The second reason, as our paleo friends are often to mention, is that commercial mayonnaises are often made with vegetable oils, which can be very high in omega-6, which one typically wants to limit in their diet, and often are made with soy oil or canola oil, which are very low or very highly refined vegetable oils and may not be the best ones that you might choose to make your own mayonnaise from. So come along with me as we make it quick and easy within 2 minutes. Alright, the first ingredient is, of course, eggs. And I'm going to be using 1 room temperature raw egg within my recipe. Now I can hear the critics already about having a raw egg within mayonnaise, and the egg will be tempered with vinegar, which should help to kill any salmonella within the egg. And the overall danger of raw eggs has been much overblown in terms of the presence of salmonella within raw eggs to begin with. You're more likely to encounter salmonella within a batch or a pool of eggs that have been combined together that might not be cooked sufficiently enough. So the danger of 1 raw egg is probably pretty low. If you are concerned about it, you can always use a pasteurized egg instead of just a regular egg from your refrigerator. So the next ingredient is a ½ teaspoon of salt. ½ teaspoon of ground mustard. Two teaspoons of lemon juice. And 1 tablespoon of white wine vinegar. Okay, now the question might be, which oil do you use inside your mayonnaise? And I have tried multiple different oils. Obviously, if you're not concerned about omega-6s, you could use things like corn oil or soy oil as well. However, I kind of like to use a better class oil for my mayonnaise. And I've tried strictly 100% extra light olive oil. And I didn't like the taste nearly as much as the recipe that I'm going to use next. So I'm going to use a ½ cup of extra light olive oil. Do not use extra virgin olive oil because the taste can be a little off-putting or too strong. And my next ingredient is coconut oil. And you want to make sure that it's melted before you use it. And you may want to use the refined coconut oil, such as this Luana brand, so it doesn't have quite as much coconut flavor to it. I've already melted it, so this is a ½ cup of coconut oil. Now, as one who's tried to make mayonnaise in the past, utilizing, say, a food processor, it was a very temperamental recipe, to say the least, trying to get all that emulsification action to happen, and as opposed to it just separating on you. That led me into utilizing my stick blender, which works each and every time, and it's also much faster. So I want to use the high speed on my stick blender, and all I do is I'm going to stick it in at the bottom, hold it there for about 10 seconds, and then gradually pull it up. Alright, now I'm going to start pulling it up. And you can see that the egg and the oil is emulsifying together. And it's done. Get the excess off my stick blender. Alright, now you want to make sure you store your homemade mayonnaise in an airtight container in your refrigerator. And it should be able to stay in there for weeks in that airtight container without discoloring like it would if it wasn't in an airtight container. The coconut oil will also hold it together better than I found other oils will, so it will maintain its emulsification for a longer period of time in there. I want to thank you guys for watching. I hope this reaches everyone great health, and I hope you guys enjoy your homemade mayonnaise. Talk to you later. Bye.